not my intention. I got so brave, drink in hand, lost my discretion. It's not what I'm used to. Just wanna try you on. I'm curious for you. Got my attention. I kissed the girl I did. The taste of her she rejected. I kissed the girl I did. The taste of her she rejected. I kissed the girl just to try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It's not so wrong. your heavy sweater so that I can forget you. I'm so fed up when you're around, round, round, round. And when I'm feeling better, you always find a way to get in my head and bring me down, down, down. I tried and tried and tried, but I can't let go. So come set me free, I'm done feeling blue. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. I'm counting to 3, I hear the alarm. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. So come set me free, I'm done feeling blue. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. I'm counting to 3, I hear the alarm. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. See you in different places, a room with 1,000 faces. You like a ghost haunting me now, 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 now. I can't forget your perfume, it all reminds me of you. Or will I ever make it out, out? I tried and tried and tried, but I can't let go. So come set me free, I'm done feeling blue. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. I'm counting to 3, I hear the alarm. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. So come set me free, I'm done feeling blue. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. I'm counting to 3, I hear the alarm. I'm falling apart, afraid of I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my wrist. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison base. This is it, the apocalypse. Oh, I'm waking up. I'm feeling my bones in life to make myself stand up. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I raise my flags, down my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We'll paint it red to fit it right in. Whoa. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison base. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa. I'm waking up. I'm feeling my bones in life to make myself stand up. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Oh, 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 oh. I'm radioactive, radioactive. So was blind. I said I'd catch you if you fall, and if they left, then leave them all. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. Tell me how's it feel, sitting up there, feeling so high, but so far away to hold me. You know I'm the one to get you up there, baby. The sky doesn't ever get lonely, thinking you could down me.
Hey, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finals of the Punisher's Birthday 5th Trio Cup. And that is where you guys had 3 chances to qualify. Monday, qualifier 1 happened where it was absolutely beautiful, super stacked. The top 11 managed to go through. Tuesday as well was another qualifier where the top 11 managed to find their way into today's grand finals. And the last qualifying round was on Friday, with the top 11 making it through as well. Today, guys, we're going to be having 90 players compete for a share of 10,000 Rand, where first place is going to be taking home 5,000 Rand, second is going to be taking home 3,000 Rand, third is going to be taking home 2,000 Rand, and that is a lot of bucks. And it is the Punishers responsible for sponsoring this massive tournament. Of course, when it comes down to it, 10,000 Rand, it is a big celebration for their 5th anniversary, their 5th birthday in the esports industry, focusing in an area of Fortnite, Rocket League, as well as CSGO. We've seen them do some spectacular stuff over the 5 years in the space of esports, and we can only say happy birthday to the Punishers. And they are gifting you guys with this massive tournament. The games are going to be starting pretty much soon, and that's going to be looking very, very nice for us, guys, on overall. So let's see what that's going to be looking like for all of these guys. And yeah, but overall, I just want to say a huge thank you to the entire Fortnite community for rallying behind this trio tournament. Honestly, every 4 o'clock, the tournament registration would open, and 1 minute later, it would be full. Not even 1 minute, 1 second, 2 seconds later, full. And that was all possible, of course, due to you guys making it super, super fun and so forth. But I think, you know what, guys, the players are jumping out of the battle bus in any time now, and we should be seeing that come through. Let's just tell. Okay, guys, we have a slight technicality. The host cannot start. We'll go and sort that out, and we'll be right back.
I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Drift, drift. Bears home. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. 103 out. Even if I'm in single, when the money was strangled. Tired of being where you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. You don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. And every step that I take is another mistake to you. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming dead. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't see that you're smarter than me. You're holding too tightly, afraid to lose control. 'Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling apart right in front of you. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. And every second I waste is more than I can take. And I know I may end up failing too, but I know you were just like me with someone disappointed in you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming dead. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to be. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to be. This was never the way I planned, not my intention. I got so brave, drink in hand, lost my discretion. It's not what I'm used to, just wanna try you on.
Let's go, guys. Game 1 is officially on the board right here, guys. And we can jump into it right over there. So, 87 players coming into this one. Potentially a lot more. There we go. Yeah, players are loading in. And the battle bus is on the way. 91 players, guys, here for game number 1 of the Punisher's 5th birthday trio cup. You honestly look at this in a 2025 space. 10,000 Rand is a massive, massive tournament. And of course, the Punishers coming in big for their 5th birthday. If you guys are going to be tweeting out your placements or anything regarding the tournament, make sure to just give a little bit love to the Punishers organization on social media with a couple of happy birthday messages. You know, happy anniversary. Having the Punishers in the esports industry has been a huge pillar, especially in the space of Fortnite community. There's nobody that has put in to the Fortnite community the way the Punishers has over the 5 past years, whether it's recruiting esports players, content creation, and as well as tournament hosting. Punishers organization has done it consistently for the 5 past years. So it does look like Respect and them are going to be finding themselves in an off-spawn position on contested. But we do got a lot of POV, guys. Everything's going to be sorted today. And that's literally all thanks to you guys who come into the Discord and, of course, create some calls over there. So that's massive thanks to you guys right there. So right now, Corpse, Wimpy, Matrix, it does look like at the Shining Span, there is going to be some players. He's got a scope on. Can't connect any shots. Huge opportunity for Beam. Managing to hit for White. He's also traded a couple damage to himself. But huge opportunity for Corpse to deal some damage across the board over there. Down to 88 players, 86, and their players are dropping down like hot flies. And it does look like Nissan, which is Neymar, has managed to take out Flick out of this position. Oh, gotta be careful. Third-party shots coming in. Matrix down to 10 HP. Or Corpse retreats immediately into the water to get out over here. So, GG's for them over there. We go over to Josh, Trix, and Wukon, or Wokon. See how things are looking like for them. And They're also at the Shining Span. They're also in that vicinity. So it does look like a hot drop situation in a POI that doesn't supply the most loot. But right now we are seeing loot on Josh FB, and he does have Gold Splash. He has himself the Org, the Silencer as well, and the Smoke Man. So right now things are looking good. A lot of material is going to be needed here, guys, for that endgame aspect. So Woke and his team are going to be needing to push a lot more for them. So we'll see what that's going to be looking like. Hayden on the other side of things with Ross. Let's see what that's looking like. And we'll keep Luca on the background over here so that we can have some action as well displayed in between a couple of games. So Luca going in on an unlisted stream, giving us POVs there as well. And Luca playing with Ginger, so that's going to be quite fantastic as well. And let's see what the chat is saying. Welcome to all of you guys. EPSM, Rex, Timothy, Specs, Vinci, Timothy, Karma. Welcome, guys. Hope you guys are all doing good. Mike here, and here we go. Good luck. The music's getting me pumped up. Let's go, Luke's crazy playlist that we have over there. Mark Russell gonna shut Yaku's PC off. Mark is Yaku's brother. If Lynch Day wins 10k for him, imagine. Yeah, so Mtwala Wami, Luke's, of course. So yeah, couple of you guys coming in. Thank you guys so much for the support. Make sure you guys are liking the stream, and as well as leaving a subscribe to the Punisher's YouTube channel. It does look like these players over here in the vicinity are going to be chilling. They're going to be happy with how things are looking like for them. But it does look like we're going to get some action displayed on board here for us. So let's see what this is going to be looking like for Luka Rakic.
In the push, in the push.
We can still look for it. Come.
So Luke's
He's padding.
Yeah.
pad, no shots connected here by
29
Luke's,
white,
managing
29
to get 29, but he's down to 19. Massive
guys are
trade
padding
coming
already.
in for Luca right over there.
Get on
Needs to
that
be
guy, get on that guy,
careful
get on
over
that
there. There
guy.
is
Yeah, just
also
chill, just
third
jump,
parties
jump,
coming in from above
Back
right
up,
here.
Ginger.
So right there,
boxes towards
Ginger,
me, boxes towards
Ginger
me.
managing to get a
Right,
box. They need to meet up
Guys,
to
I'm
each
gonna
other.
use a block.
Also,
I'm
19
coming,
HP is not the best position you want to find yourself in. Medkits as well as sprites aren't going to be placed down here for the team.
As soon as I finish my mid.
So things are looking pretty good right there.
They're running,
Let's see what that's going to be looking like overall.
No, you got your
They are.
finish, no?
Nope. Oh, I did.
Wait, they're padding it. Look.
Yeah.
2750. That's fine. We need
On the
this, we
yellow.
need loot, we need loot.
Nothing.
Yeah, we need loot. Come, let's
Yeah,
fuck this.
go
Fuck
loot.
off here.
We have lots of surge now.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
need anything.
You are fucking
Well done,
scheme that
Ginger,
guy.
well done. Yeah, like I have no ammo, no mats, no nothing.
Same.
I have 8 AR. It's like 600 mats.
Yeah, if we helicon like that, we just do that every time. There's splashes
I
behind
have 2
me.
splashes, yeah.
Yeah, give it to Ginger.
I'm gonna
Come here,
block
Ginger.
us quick, just so we're not all one.
And then we can go to a shrine.
Pick it up.
I'm just gonna wait to get max and then I'll pick it up.
Yes, sir.
On a pad. Roach.
Yeah. We can cap our metal there. I'm gonna cap my brick and stuff first, and then we can cap our metal. We can even play zone. Yeah, I would not mind like trying to get whites, and then we can play zone to get as much loot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think bridge is like fully looted?
Yeah, but we only want to go there for the metal. We need metal, and that it can give us cap.
On a kill
Just
squad.
care for any teams coming in like behind us.
Yeah.
going on board with Wong and his teammates. Sabs Wong. Does look like Wong is struggling a little bit here with exit lag. He's on about 200 ping, so big disadvantage for Wong and his team right now as they rotate through mid area. Guys, super stacked game that we also have on our hands. 84 players. You know what that end game is going to be looking like, and I'm so looking forward to seeing exactly what that space is going to be. But right now, Wong and them, they're going to need to do some little surge tags. And right there is a perfect opportunity. Player in POV. Couple shots already being taken. But it does look like they want to disengage from this situation and not fight. And there is also another fight happening in the direction that they are running from. So they need to be careful because a small sandwich can come into play right here. And it does look like they want to use this to launch away into zone. So now Wong and them gonna launch into a better position. So we'll see what that will look like. On the other side of things, Tempe, Nason. Oh, Nason, my bad, it's not Neymar. Neymar might be Novatech. Novatech. So now down in Crime City's bunker.
You want to I pay you one big shell?
No loot that they're interested in.
Okay.
Capybara, Nason and Flozy. In a good... Overall, I think their loot is decent, right? But Outlaw could have been a better shotgun. Sentinel, of course, being the meta. I mean, if you have Sentinel, you're hitting massive pumps across the board. But with such stake at hand, it isn't going to be easy for the off-spawn mid-game rotates. A lot of these guys are going to be super passive, and that's why we're seeing very too little no action displayed on us. And there's still a couple reboots that came into play. We're at 87 players right now, so 3 players have been rebooted and brought back into the tournament. We got Omariel right here. Mariel also did fantastic Q3. And I say that, and he's been eliminated from game number 1, sent back to the lobby to now reconsider what he can do best for his gameplay. Going over to Flicked right now. Do got Flicked. Flick, no gameplay audio, by the way. Four eliminations here of spawn for them. They're looking pretty good. On the other side, Ross and them just rotating. CK1X. OG CK is here in the tournament, guys. So OG CK, if you guys remember, he was a player for Light Gaming. Massive, beautiful fragger. He was great when it came down to eliminations. And honestly, we saw the best fighting come out from one of those players. But he's here, he's playing with the likes of Izza, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be quite good for them. We got Shay and them on a canyon crossing POI. It does look like they are locating a couple of players that are in the vicinity to try get some eliminations. So let's see what that's going to be looking like. Trying to put pressure here on low ground, clearing the area. Good 60 damage. And the pressure, Ciro, Yanni, Shay. Yanni and Shay obviously being brothers. This pressure from all three players has squeezed them down. Yanni, Shay has taken 100 damage. So he's going to need to heal a bit to get back into good fighting position. Dropping some minis here for Yanni, for Shay. They still want to be present in this fight so that no one's looking to disengage from one another. And that's exactly where you want to be, guys. Stay on height, play it with angles and pressure, and literally things can be good. But third party comes in over here. Ciro takes a bit of damage down to 152. They need to be careful on how they're going to go about this. Do they commit to the fight or disengage? Because that third party is also then going to start getting involved over here. Storm Surge warning 152 above. If you've been passive, you are going to be in trouble. I think the Surge over here is 75 players if I'm not mistaken. Good pressure coming from the opposition team. And there we go, a nice 30. Ammo is fully wiped out as well. So now resources come in from getting a team wipe. Got that twin fire auto shotgun. Could be good if you're beaming. I think we stay on board over here. There's still a story to be written between these two players. One is either they get a team wipe, they get eliminated, or they disengage, because now zone is coming in as well. That's going to be putting pressure in, especially if you don't have the utilities to heal in white. The gold splash, only 2 with Ciro. I don't know what the loot is looking like for Yanni and Shay. Massive damage. That is good. He doesn't trade. He manages to win that spray and pray situation. And now it does look like they're actively looking to get the final eliminations. No knocks have been placed. But Ciro goes in, plays first, and does take massive damage. The team is now down to 2. And Yanni and Shay, the brothers, now need to clutch up massive with the third-party shots also coming into play over here. And it is going to be a wipe coming out from Rex. Yanni down to 40 HP. Shay on 80 HP over here. Yanni gets taken down. Good beam, 64 damage. The outlaw shotgun, good close range, and it is showing very good for him, but he can't connect all the shots, and he gets taken out. The team says bye-bye, and that is it right over there for them. We move into a position for respect. Birdie and Yaku to see how things are looking like. They're sitting here. 10 players have been eliminated from this position. Another Storm Surge yet again. Warning coming in play. 169 damage for these guys over here. Going to Epsom. See how things are looking like for them. It does look like Epsom has been sent to the lobby. So unfortunate for them. Reese's and them also fully quiet. We go to Spur, Luke Zere and his team to see how things are looking like. $149 below. Spur, Hugo, Luke need the damage over here. And with players coming from zone, it is not going to be good. Pressure now is going to activate with that surge coming into play right here. They need about 5 connects on body and they should be good. But they're sitting on heights. when they need to be actively engaging on the opposition player, and it does look like that's the case. Perfect pump opportunity and 111, and now they are sitting at 15 above. They do also get more Clemens out of this one in the player's box, but a pump to the dome. Spur goes down. Hugo goes down. It's now left to Luke Zere in their position to try keep the dream alive in terms of placement. But a revive could potentially come out of here, and we should see that. But Surge again starts ticking at these players because they're now below. Luke Zere needs to heal very quickly, and he does find that time to do so. But Hugo as well, getting tagged for every 5 seconds. He can't deal pressure over there, gets elimination as well, and that's going to help them. Huge plays from Luke Zere to get the revive on Hugo, and as well as find them in a fighting position yet again. They're going to make a play for Spurs reboot card, and a reboot could potentially come in at a later stage. But man, oh man, when games are looking like this, ladies and gentlemen, just know we are in a treat for a massive endgame right over here. And we can see a couple damages in and around for Luke,
Just be careful.
Luca, Ginger, and Visions.
No, we need a
Couple tags down to 100. Manages to lose a lot of his HP over there. Still focusing on the rotate while pressure from above is coming. And as well as another player in and around the vicinity.
They come in, you get in, yeah?
The
Drop
guy
down,
right
drop
here
down.
behind us.
Yeah, I'm dropping down.
I'm dead. The guy behind us. I'm dead.
Cool zone, eh?
Visions goes down. Ginger goes down. Lucas left alone has a solo over here.
Alright, this takes us nowhere, Luca.
Yeah, I don't even know that.
GG's.
Make it on my body. You can spray up.
I'm gonna try. I just need to get in here. It's a 5 tick.
Any moment now, he could be in a position of being eliminated, as there is players in this box over here.
No, Brew, no one's rotating. I
And
swear.
he just
no one's
sneaks
fucking
in,
rotating.
barely. He's in zone here. It would have been a perfect opportunity for Ginger and Visions as well to find him here.
I thought they would kill
Bolts
me.
goal placed.
Fuck, that's so unlucky. We're so close there.
Right, like it's just max pools, max pools, max pools.
Oh, kids, yeah.
Does do massive damage. I don't think a 1v3 is in here.
It's gonna be hard, mate.
Play slow.
But he does
There's mats on both our bodies, so you should.
do
use
good
these
in
mats,
terms
yeah.
of releasing pressure from him. The awareness from the opposition team, though, not
Max
good.
pools, so just use all your break, don't be scared.
Massive rotates needed here for likes of Ayano. But he's here with the thing. Trying to get in, and he does manage to successfully. Spicy Songyong puns. Songjin puns. Obviously coming from Song Yang Hung or whatever. Solo leveling. If you guys haven't watched, make sure you guys jump on board with that. Massive anime. We're very close to endgame, where we get to see a lot of these pro players compete for their share of 10,000 rand. Brendo and Karma King have done spectacular here, guys. 3 eliminations. They are a duo because Psycho couldn't make it for game number 1. But to keep the dream alive by placing so well here, guys, in this endgame aspect is absolutely beautiful to see. They do have a massive rotate that needs to come in. They're only 85 damage above, and that number is ever so more decreasing. Not the best loadouts. No white heals. And that's why we find them on very little HP. Karma King. Bat rotate coming in. Massive loot that they jump in as well. So that's going to be good. And the Fortnite gods over here keeping them in favor for what they would have going in. Perfect opportunity to beam, but rather focus on zone, and they're just a couple meters in to that zone place, and that's looking good for them. Jumping on Josh, Trix, and Woke to see how things are looking for them. Duo play coming in for this team, as Josh and Woke is the only team available among them, as Trix has been here. They're sitting. But I don't think being on the low grounds in this position is going to be the best play. Because you can't farm your way out of this building, if I'm not mistaken. Can you? I think they're on height. Yeah, they're on height. They're chilling, they're chilling. No, they're not. They're in the low grounds. Jumping on board as well with Wei. Let's go see what Wei's up to. Wei needing to use the Chug Jug, 150 HP available in the Chug Jug, and that's going to help a little bit. 104 damage below threshold. This is not the way that we know. The way we know are elimination hungry. They pick up eliminations very early to start to mid-game rotate. But this time around, we've seen them going into moving zones with 37 players. No eliminations whatsoever, and it does look like they're starting to turn on. This team looking to pick up as much as they can because they need to. 107 damage below. Once that zone closes, they just need to be a little bit concerned. I don't think the threshold is going to get activated with the way players are dropping down like flies. And what better than to not watch Reapsy, Ghost, and Tembarat as well, guys, in a grand finals of a Punisher's Birthday Cup. Good rotates coming in. Of course, you know, in my opinion, one of the best IGLs to be in the game. Reapsy finds himself rotating with Ghost and Tem, and this trio has also been fantastic. But it's only recent where we saw them in a 10,000 Rand finals not perform, and we all know what that tournament was. But this is redemption time. This is time to put your name on the map once more, and we can see that coming out for this team right over here. Ghost and Tem with good rotates. Still decent amount of materials left. 500 wood, 500 metal, and now they rotate and wait for this time to come through. 2 eliminations on board for the trio. And it does look like a bat rotate is coming into play. Fantastic from them. Can they meet up? Is the chemistry there? The communication from the team. 27 players in such a tight zone right over here, guys. We're nearing the final moments for endgame. And Reapsy and them are looking ever so beautiful on their rotates. But we go over to the next best IGL that I think has returned back into the game. And that's going to be Travis with a knock on Day. Toast out and dusted from this. Oh, 7 out and dusted from this. Travis sitting in here to get the loot from 7. And it does come in favor for him. He still has decent amount of materials to use, but Toasty gets out. Travis picks up another elimination. He's looking to pick up a second, but he's stuck in between the doors. Takes massive damage. Finds himself a deep in zone with the med kit to use over here, and that's going to be very decent for them. But we jump back on board with Reapsy to see how things are still looking on their side of things. And they're sitting on height with Ghost and Tem as Reapsy has been eliminated. And we're down to 5 players. Good damage, good pressure. If it does come down to a heal off on Ghost Body, they do have 70 HP that pick up that elimination. Good 39. ...2v2 situation right over here for the victory royale, and it all comes down to Ghost and Tem to clutch up. One player goes all the way down. Pump play is placed. They managed to win a victory royale with Ghost, Tem, and as well as Reapsy for game number 1. And that's how you go into this tournament, guys. Setting a statement. Beautiful gameplay coming out from this team. We'll see what that is going to be looking like at the end of, or at the beginning of game number 2. We'll look at that leaderboard. We'll see what they're doing. How was it good? How much eliminations they managed to pick up. But overall, guys, massive gameplay was seen from Reapsy, Ghost, and Tem. And of course, huge clutch plays from Ghost and Tem to win that game overall. to find them in there. Travis, of course, with both these players going down, very difficult situation to find him, has a solo, and we don't know what that would look like in the results. There's still so much of the other players like Neymar, like Bojo, that we have questions on performance, and we get to see that leaderboard in game number 2. So don't go anywhere, guys. We still got more action, as this tournament is a 5-game format. We're going to be jumping into game number 2 very shortly. Yannick gets taken down. Good beam, 64 damage. The outlaw shotgun, good close range, and it is showing very good for him, but he can't connect all the shots, and he gets taken out. The team says bye-bye, and that's because they're now below. Luke Zere needs to heal very quickly, and he does find that time to do so. But Hugo as well, getting tagged for every 5 seconds. He can't deal pressure over there, gets elimination as well, and that's going to help them. Huge plays from Luke Zere to get the revive on Hugo, and as well.
They come when you get in, yeah?
The
Drop
guy
down,
right
drop
here
down.
behind us.
Yeah, I'm dropping down, I'm dropping down.
I'm dead. The guy behind us, bro. I'm dead.
Full zone, eh?
Visions goes down, Ginger goes down, Lucas left alone has a solo. Travis with a knock on Day. Toast out and dusted from this. Oh, 7 out and dusted from this. Travis sitting in here to get the loot from 7. And it does come in favor for him. He still has decent amount of materials to use, but Toasty gets out. Between the doors, takes massive damage, finds himself a deep in zone with the med kit to use over here, and that's going to be very decent for them. But we jump back on board with Reepsy to see how things are still looking on their side of things. And they're sitting on height with Ghost and Tem, as Reepsy has.
I wonder if you know how to live in. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Drift, drift. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Drift, drift. Too many diamonds dangling. For the money we strangling. Make me fry me, make me try me. All of the above, cause you can get it. You took me in a parking lot. Spun it up in the spot. Fights with the wings and shiny things. And lions, tigers, bears, oh my. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Too many diamonds dangling. For the money we strangling. Make me fry me, make me try me. All of the above, cause you can get it. You took me in a parking lot. Spun it up in the spot. Fights with the wings and shiny things. And lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Too many diamonds dangling. For the money we strangling. Make me fry me, make me try me. All of the above, cause you can get it. You took me in a parking lot. Spun it up in the spot. Fights with the wings and shiny things. And lions, tigers, oh my.
I'm tired of being where you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. You don't know what you're expecting of me. Put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Undertow, just caught in the undertow. And every step that I take is another mistake to you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I've become
the way I planned, not my intention. I got so brave, drink in hand, lost my discretion. It's not what I'm used to, just wanna try you on. I'm curious for you, got my attention. I kissed the girl I did, the taste of her cherry Jackson. I kissed the girl I did, the taste of her cherry Jackson. I kissed the girl just to try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It felt so wrong, it felt so right. Me in love tonight. I kissed the girl I did. Yeah, I did. No, I don't even know your name. It doesn't matter. You're my experimental game. Just human nature is not what good girls do. Not how they should behave. My head gets so confused. Hard to obey. I kissed the girl I did, the taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed the girl I did, the taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed the girl just to try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It felt so wrong, it felt so right. Me in love tonight. I kissed the girl I did. Yeah, I did.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we immediately dive deep into the leaderboard. Reepsy, Temperat, Ghost with a fantastic game number 1. 9 eliminations are sitting at the very top. Toxic, Savage, and Pecker managing to come second, and as well as second with 9 eliminations are just ever so behind Reepsy. Creed HD, Picasso, and Blind are sitting third with 64. Travis 7 and Toasty are sitting fourth with 62. Calds, Abdibasid, and Winter are sitting fifth with 51. Bojo, Genie, and Banda are sitting sixth with 50. Way, Specs, and MSF is Savage is sitting seventh. Day, Rex, and Cervix are sitting eighth. Woke, Prodigy, Josh, and Trix are sitting ninth. Jamie, Lukes, and Neymar are sitting 10th with 31. And that is the top 11 of your leaderboards right over there. So when we're looking at that gameplay for game number 1, we did manage to see some clutch plays coming out from the likes of Karma and as well as the likes of Brendo. When we see the leaderboard, they're sitting 13th, but they're sitting 13th with only 2 players, and it does look like they're gonna have yet again the similar experience going into it, because for what's this, for the likes of Psycho, he's just not available yet again. So that has been very unfortunate for these players right over here. And yeah, guys, top 11, that's the leaderboard. I'm also going to put the leaderboard, ping it in here, and we can have it and always click it. So pin message, and there you go. But games will be starting soon.
I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Drift, drift.
Okay, there we go, guys. Jumping in, Omari, who has to live up to his performance of Qualifier 3. Will we be able to see that or not? good position that they find themselves in, and it also does look like a contested drop spot that we will be having at the Solitude right over here, and it doesn't look like a great drop coming out from Amari. He's now gonna need to rail up and be at a massive disadvantage for his team. Mixu takes a bit of damage, but it does look like he manages to get a knock, and that is going to be good in an off-spawn situation right over here. The numbers are now favoring them with the likes of a 3v2. Another player running away, but he doesn't look at that. It is a bot player though. We can see exactly where the other player is located, and that's going to be interesting on how they go about those eliminations. Jumping over to Rex, Back City, and Cervix. Oh, 30th placed right over there. They get eliminated. They find themselves in the back lobby, needing to go and reconsider what they can do best. Spur, Luke, Sere don't go in. Bit late for the game over there. And then on the other side of things, Cozy, Zen, and Kapi are in Lone Wolf Layer. Loadout could be better, and we'll see what that will be looking like. Right now, we're just jumping from player to player to see how things are looking like. And we can also jump on board with Luca over here. It does look like there is action, guys. So let's just mute here. And we'll come back to the gameplay later. As Luca's already been eliminated off spawn, Ginger and Visions on the other side of things now need to clutch up. The reboot card hasn't been collected as well.
I doubt they're gonna wait each other. They're not gonna get enough loot if they just wait. Someone carry that pad.
I can hurt.
Might be able to work their way around the card now. I think that's them.
What skin were there?
One was a siren.
They placed the
skin.
pad up, yeah, so...
They could have disengaged already.
And that's where they went last time, no?
Yeah.
So
Visions
plays
don't
for
just let it
reboot
reload.
card coming in play, so we'll see what that looks like
Where is it?
at a later stage. Jumping on board over here.
Boy! Boy, it's like that.
I'm going on wait, I'm going to wait.
70 on one.
Busy.
Drop, crack, one shot.
Okay.
One shot.
Does look like the players
shot.
here was
Right
waiting
here,
there.
I'm running to him. I'm running to him.
Literally one shot.
It does look like
Come on,
Reese's and them are
solo.
contesting the likes of Luca.
Yeah,
Solo,
no
I'm on him.
shields. No shields.
Okay. Go.
Plants up.
I'm here.
Jamsey
Straight at the back.
1v2 on
I'm going
Jamsey.
up, I'm
Jamsey
going
down
up,
to
I'm
90
going up,
HP.
yeah.
Reese's looking to also come involved over here in this fighting position.
He's coming up. He's on me.
Good damage,
tanking,
good
he's
support
tanking.
from Reese. But
I'm
down
high,
to
I'm
40
high.
HP.
Where you
Needs
actually
to
at?
also use his medkit.
Alright, okay, I'm running.
Getting full focus and a massive pump. Beautiful play coming out from the opposition. And it does look like Ginger and as well has Visions do clutch up that off-spawn situation. Jamesy on the other side of things now is looking to retreat. And it's so unfortunate that they won a elimination with Luca. But now they are on the run. The hunted gets hunted. The hunter gets hunted. My bad. Tate, Morg, and Trapper find themselves on a rotate right over here. Just outside Mark's Meadows. There's a player deep in zone. Massive damage. Good damage actually from distance. You always want to get those type of damages in and loaded. And it does secure yourself in. We won't have a stacker similar to game number 1. But we still have a juicer right over here, guys. 76 players remaining. 1 minute 20 seconds till that zone closes. So definite huge W's coming in from the teams. Moving over to Epsom to see how things are looking like. But Ginger, where he was doing good with his team, find himself as a solo right now.
35 seconds on Lucas card.
You can buy it. I'm not worried.
That's another team, yeah. 30 seconds on Lucas card above.
I'm not worried about it. I'd rather try and buy it back.
Yeah, just chill.
Can
just
you?
chill.
Yeah.
Tough situation to be in.
Just sit here, don't make any noise. Zone's coming in
Yeah.
30 seconds.
I have 2 med kits, so.
Yeah, they're gonna have to sit this one
Be a
out
solo,
and
though.
see what things are gonna be
You'll
looking
rather
like.
leave it, bro. It's not worth.
No, I know. I'm just saying it could be the solo.
Nice reboots coming out from Nason. Bringing in their players, that's very good.
Bro, if I don't wish to shut there, chill. There's so many kids that are on.
Tempe and Capybara, unfortunately his loot doesn't look too good. We jump on Cowls, Basid and his team. Full Kenyan trio. 74 players, and it does look like at Brutal Boxcars is gonna be some action. So let's stay on board over here. Just full camping. It doesn't look like much engagement is gonna go on. So we jump on board with Blind. Now we'll watch Respect, Yaku, and Birdie. Yo, Juan, welcome, welcome. Spraying and spraying, not connecting any shots over there. 73 players on the board. Go back to Amari. 70 players on the board, and the time is still ticking. Going back on that full Kenyan trio, let's see what that's going to be looking like for them. And Ginger's still making the plans to get Luca up and dusted from the area that they find themselves in. So 70 players right now, Abdibasid, Winters, and Cults. No eliminations on board. They keep rotating and trying to stay alive. And they're also doing quite well, finding themselves in that top 10 leaderboard. Couple shots coming from afar. Need to be careful here. You don't want to take unnecessary damage on rotate, so you always need to be in a position where you are aware of your scenarios, your situations, and so forth. Does look like Zen, Kapi, and Cozy on the other side of things are looking pretty much happy, and that's some good damage. You always want to trade, but they need to be careful. Cozy down to 70 HP and going to need to heal. Look at Zen's gold splashes though. 9 gold splashes right over here from Zen. Massive, massive, massive. They have heals galore. We did see Reese and his team in a position where they were struggling, but now James and Reese back in this one, so they are alive. They can rotate and find themselves in a happy position. But question is, what happened to the third player? It looks like it was a bit of a bug and so forth coming out from Reese and Jamesy. Spicy manages to get a couple 4 damage elimination. We'll go on Faxity, see how things are cooking for them. Ginger finally making the play on reboots. Rex, Cervix, and Day find themselves not in our game. I think they've been eliminated and they're just keeping it warm by playing ranked. Watch out for damage from afar. Can't connect anything over there. Surge tags aren't going to be needed very soon, as a couple of players have been rebooted. We're back to 74, and that's really good here for entertainment, for content. Good, 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 good. Going over to replays and them to see how things are looking. They are alive. That's good. And I see Lucas stressing once more. Ginger's the only one left alive over here. Ginger rebooted Wild Visions, rebooted Wreckage, but is the only one alive yet again. Finding himself needing to clutch up once more on a reboot. So unfortunate here for the team. They've just constantly been on the back wall, haven't found themselves winning whatsoever. Good rotate for Sway. Good beam from Sway. Oh, nasty from Sway. He manages to get a huge beam. And now aggressively pushing to try get the finish. Entire team is not here with Sway. Motion and Toby need to act fast. Good pump. Pixie's knock up once more, and it's Ross Savage in there in a tough position. Sway manages to deal damage over there. He's down to 16 HP. He doesn't have any white heals in the back pocket. He needs these eliminations to come through. Toby also picks up a kill over there. But we're finding Sway getting knocked. And it is going to be a full team wipe. So unfortunate that we had to see that in a space of 1 frame. But man, oh man. That's how you clutch up and how you get eliminations. Beautiful plays from Sway to engage on a position where he found himself beaming, laying bullets. Like, if you ask that guy what he's having for supper, and if he doesn't say bullets, then he's lying. But massive plays for Sway to pick up a full team wipe over there. That is 6 points added to them. Zen, Kapi, Cozy rotating over here with bat plays. And it does look like they're trying to put pressure in on a player that's just so rotated into the zone right now. Question is, do they take it? I think they need it. 193 damage above. And they're going to just continuously have pressure on them as they progress right over here. But guys, as we look at things right now, loadout is also not great with Zen. Picking up some eliminations and maybe potentially picking up more of a better refresh is what this team needs going into an endgame aspect. We're very close to that position as well. So we'll see what that's going to be looking like. Trapper, Morg, and Tate also still alive, doing quite well. Find himself on edge zone. Just a couple meters in. Does look like Morgs is just finding himself blending in with this trio very well. Tate, Trapper. If you guys know Trapper played with Creed HD a couple months ago. And that was a combination that I think that gelled well. It's so unfortunate to see that we in 2025 and Creed HD and Trapper are not in a trio. Again, couple surge warnings are going to be displayed here as we are seeing the game being super stacked. That's exactly what we need in a fighting position. Luca, Ginger, and James Visions have been eliminated. Tempe, Capybara have also been eliminated. So we're finding ourselves in a position where, you know, it's not the easiest tournament. And of course it won't be. Guys, the stake is high. You guys are fighting for a share of 10,000 Rand. And not only that, when it was qualifying rounds, it was just as hectic. And it does look like Carl Winters and them finally pick up their second elimination for the team. And that's really good. Not being super aggressive, even though they have the ping advantage over the rest of sub-Saharan Africa. 54 players is what we find ourselves in going into that 50-50 zone. What is Carl Winters and Abdi Basit going to be finding himself in right now? Jumping on board with Blind as well as Creed, Flozy, and Creed and Swavy. Let's see how things are cooking for them. Blind has window open, has the scope over the POVs, and in 15 seconds they're going to need to rotate to find themselves in a safe zone. So we'll stay on board with this trio to see exactly what that looks like. But it doesn't look like utilities are part of this team. Creed, Picasso, and Blind are very low on shield. And it looks like they were saving it for this moment over here. When it comes down to rotate. No bat rotate, only gold splash rotate happening right here. Need to be careful. Good tracking and awareness coming out from Blind, making sure to keep all scopes alive right now. Creed and them putting pressure here on the players. And it does look like the calm is to push. The calm is to get kills, and that's exactly what we get out of this trio right over here. Blind, Picasso, Creed HD find themselves looking a lot more healthier in a position where they find themselves in. Going over to Pekka, Toxic, and as well as Savage. Let's see what this trio is also looking like. Pekka from Reunion Island, the best Reunion Island player there is, and that community growing ever so more daily. It does look like Pekka, however, in my opinion, still stays at the top of peak gameplay for the Reunion Island. 49 players is what we see ourselves in right now. And players continuously drop like flies. Oh, and they are blessed with zone. They have the advantage right over here. And guys, we find ourselves with a moving zone around a mountain. If you look at the player base right now, we have 48. I say in 2 more zones, that player base is going to look like 20. Couple pressure from down below for Pekka and them as they continuously spray 407. And who do you guys think is going to be winning this tournament? We want some predictions from you guys. Who do you think is going to be winning this tournament? So far, Reepsy and Nem obviously put a good record into game number 1, leading by 11 points to second place right over there. Good rotates for Respect and Nem. Jumping on board with Bojo, Banda, and Genie as they find themselves in the top 10 players, but it does look like they are going to be fully eliminated from there. Going over to Neymar. Full team still alive, 3 eliminations on board, and we are locking into an end game where they're looking to potentially pick up their 4th. Jamie moving in closer to the opposition player, claiming the walls and reducing the retail space that the opposition players do have. It is going to be a full max zone rotate. Cows manages to pick up Woke in the kill feed right over there, and that's going to be good for them as they continue tallying up points overall. But right there, Neymar takes massive damage, finds himself to 21 HP. He finds the breather to take the chug jug and can full kill right now. Jamie, Lukes, and them sticking together, and that's going to be where the chemistry is going to come out from that team over there. But 171 HP is what we find them right now sitting on. Very risky place that Neymar found himself in, and is continuously rotating here with his team. Very close to getting wiped out. Sprite gets placed, 31 players remain. And I did say, guys, 2 zones, we will be looking at a position where a lot of these players have been eliminated. It was a tough zone rotate. 29 players remain. Max zone rotate coming in for Neymar and Demi. Neymar alone sits with 270 builds. Not the best that you want to find yourself in. Jamie, the IGL, gonna rotate this one over here to see. Let's see what that's gonna be looking like. Full back rotate. And fully down they go. Massive. Beautiful. And now they just need to tally up a lot more eliminations, guys, to find themselves in a competing position. We go on board with Travis to see how they're looking like in this endgame. Full team. This is the Travis team that we know. But again, when we look at that 10,000 rand tournament previously, the consistency was placed around a duo placement. And now we got Toasty 7 as well as Travis full trio rotating here on the low ground. 6 eliminations at hand, and they are looking to tally up even more. The pressure is there. The rotate is coming in. Sitting with 35 builds, they're going to need to get a refresh of some notes coming in from the oppositions, and that's what we needed right there. Travis picks up 1, looking to pick up more. He already gets his confirmed kill, but 7 goes down, and a double revive could potentially come into play right over here, and that's exactly what's going to be the position for this team. Toasty not coming in, and the double revive plays successfully. Travis rotates, does a 67 damage onto the opposition player. I'm gonna go and see if the previous game winners are still alive in this fighting position, and it does look like pressure is there, as Ghost is going to be the solo player rotating for Reepsy and Tem, as they've both been eliminated, and we can see that the likes of Name on them get placed at 6th place position. So we go back to Travis to see how things are looking like for them, and they get full team wipes, and we're just going to stay on board with this.
Such low ping, bro.
Don't leave. It's Carl's in them, so we can jump on board with Carl's. I can't find a POV. Does look like they also leave the game. And this POV is glitched. Ugh, okay. Guys, we couldn't see that end game right over there on who won, who did what. So we find ourselves needing to jump into game number 3. But before we do that, talk about some clutch plays from Travis managing to pick up some eliminations over there. A 6th place position for Neymar and their team that is much better than the 11th that they did pick up in game number 1. We did see Ghost go through with a solo play rotate as Reepsy and Temperat were not in that POV that we managed to get a glimpse of. That is game number 2. There's still 3 more left at hand over here where these players are fighting for a share of 10,000 Rand. Make sure that you guys do not go anywhere and leave some of your predictions down in the chat on who you think is going to be winning this tournament. Guys, see you in a bit.
I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Drift, drift. Bears, oh my. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. 103L. Even if never single it. From the money we strangle it.
Tired of being where you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. You don't know what you're expecting of me. Put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Caught me undertow, just caught in the undertow. And every step that I take is another mistake to you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming there. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't see that you're smarter than me. You're holding too tightly, afraid to lose control. 'Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling apart right in front of you. Caught me on the toe, just caught me on the toe. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. And every second I waste is more than I can take. And I know I may end up failing too, but I know you were just like me with someone disappointed in you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming there. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Become so numb, tired of being what you want me to be. I've become so numb, tired of being what you want me to be.
This was never the way I planned, not my intention. I got so brave, drink in hand, lost my discretion. It's not what I'm used to. Just wanna try you on. I'm curious for you. Got my attention. lift you off your sweater so that I can forget you. I'm so fed up when you're around, round, round, round. And when I'm feeling better, you always find a way to get in my head and bring me down, down, down. I tried and tried and tried, but I can't let go. So come set me free, I'm done feeling blue. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. I'm counting to 3, I hear the alarm. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. So come set me free, I'm done feeling blue. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. I'm counting to 3, I hear the alarm. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. See you in different places, a room with 1,000 faces. You like a ghost haunting me now, 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 now. I can't forget your perfume, it all reminds me of you. Or will I ever make it out, out? I tried and tried and tried, but I can't let go. So come set me free, I'm done feeling blue. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. I'm counting to 3, I hear the alarm. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. So come set me free, I'm done feeling blue. I'm falling apart, afraid of love. I'm counting to 3, I hear the alarm. I'm falling apart, afraid of I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my wrist. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the gameplay. Jumping straight into the leaderboard, we're going to have Reepsy, Tembarat, and Ghost still maintain their first place position. Coming in second is going to be Couts, Basid, as well as Winter with a fantastic victory royale and 11 eliminations. In third is Travis, 7, and Toasty with 128. Toxic, Savage, and Pekka are in fourth. Way, Specs, and as well as Savage are going to be in fifth with 98 points. Now, there's still so much that could happen with the 3 remaining games that we find ourselves in the Punisher's 5th birthday trio cup. Of course, guys, these players are fighting at a chance of 10,000 Rand. 5,000 Rand being awarded to first, 3,000 Rand being awarded to second, and 2,000 Rand being awarded to third. Now, so far as things have been progressing right over here, we can see the consistency from Reepsy, but the question is how much longer can they withhold that first place position? Game 2 was in the best as they managed to come through with a second and as well as 9 eliminations. Actually, not bad at all. Ghost managing to clutch from that fourth place as a solo all the way to second as a solo. So that was beautiful coming out from Ghost over there. They can't keep this consistency. They're already about 20 points difference between first and second. And if you find themselves in a top 5 average placement, then they can keep this and continue progressing on that leaderboard. But guys, game number 3 has already started. So let's go jump on board with that right over there with a couple players like Faxity to see how things are looking overall for these players right here. This is the Punisher's 5th birthday cup. And you guys have a share of 10,000 Rand that you guys can have a chance at winning right over here. So game number 3 right here happening live for you guys.
Go down here, go down here. Mine is not. I don't have the ammo for this. So much break, your phone break. Be careful for this place. Hula injure.
Oh, massive damage to Wei.
Run.
Fighting him on 64 HP.
Run.
Entire communication is just to run, try stay alive, and that's not the best when it comes down to battle royale because these are like a prey. This is where in a situation, if you're being hunted, they just want to get the full elimination. So right now we can see that Rex has been eliminated, sent into a position where he can be rebooted. Day and Cervix, however, on the other side of things, they are trying to disengage from the area of Solitude, and it doesn't look too good for them. Right now, camping in a box, we can see that coming in for them. We'll move over to a different team to see how things are progressing on their side of plays. Ooh, also Wade and Janzi finds themselves in an uncomfortable sandwich as they have been knocked full damage on Reese right now. It doesn't look like it's going to be good for him. It doesn't have the materials as well to 1v3 the situation over here. Down to literally his metal and a couple more builds, and he finds himself now relying on recycling. Reese, gold chug splash, and as well as 3 big pots, and it does look like he is going to get eliminated. Absolutely GG's. Reese and his team go sent back to the lobby. They need to re-strategize on what they can do better for game number 4 as well as game number 5, because things haven't been really looking too good for this trio in the tournament overall. We got Zen and Kapi who are rotating here. Very good for them to stay alive in this position. That's tough. It is tough, Riots, and welcome, Riots, to the Punisher's 5th birthday Trio Cup. It's good to see you supporting live on stream over here. Week in and week out as well. Hope you're doing good. Guys, Riots, of course, OG Fortnite player, is still going to be recognized when it comes into a broadcast. His performance in peak prime days can never be replayed again. But right now, Zen, Kapi, and Cozy look to find themselves in a 3-way battle. And it is going to be builds that go up. Lots of materials used already. So if they disengage or choose to play it off safe, they might find themselves in an awkward position. But there's that radar to see exactly where the players are. And a good chop and as well as peace play coming in for this trio. But they go down and Zen takes massive damage. So does Kapi. They are going to be needing to heal right now. They do manage to find that breather. There's still some couple chug splashes that could be placed down for this team. And how the tables have turned here for the trio. Zen, Kapi, and Cozy looking a lot more confident when they were building up, but now sandwiched into this little box play. Wall gets taken. So does the stair, and a good pump to the dome, and it is going to be the players Cowls, Winters, and Abdibasid that are in this 3v3 fight. Kapi uses the bat play to disengage completely, and Cozy also gets knocked. So it's all down to Kapi in this position to get those reboot cards, and then they can continue to fight in this position. But tough for them because they came in very aggressive into that fight, but the tables turned so quickly. Pans, Ayano, and Spicy also in a difficult pickle as they find themselves as a solo needing to get the reboot cards, and we'll see what that's going to be looking like. James. Too sweet. Hey man, gotta be sweet when you in here, my man. 71 players remain. We do have a lot of more aggression playstyles coming in from these players right now, as it is the third deciding game. I feel like deciding game, depending on how your performance has been across the 3 games. I mean, if Reaps and them get another top 3, another top 5, they may be locking in that first place position. And then it's a matter about fighting for second and third. But we can also then start to see a narrative around the players that are going to be fighting for that prize pool. And right now, you got a Corpse in them with a fantastic lineup of shot, but no communication on a 3-2-1 was played. The chemistry not looking too good for this team, but a third party inbound over here. Here's a massive one. Player behind the bush, and there's the damage, but he doesn't connect. All the time in the world, only to miss massive amount of opportunity of shots right over there. So unfortunate for the likes of Replays. That was literally what he needed, but unfortunately just chalked when it mattered. And now pressure is put on for this trio. Wimpy down to literally 5 HP. Getting that medkit in. See how they're going to be performing right now. Going over to Josh. Couple damage, and it is looking like just outside hopeful heights. Josh woke and tricks as well, just haven't found their feet in this tournament. Placing 5th in qualifier 1, and you know qualifier 1 is always going to be a stack of notice. The first qualifier is where people set, you know, their stone in the birthday cups, but the players that performed very well in the qualifying rounds are not anywhere near the top 5. Players like Omari, who managed to win 2 games in qualifier 3 yesterday, hasn't gotten into a top 5 position at all in any of the games. It's just when the stakes are so much higher, there's a lot more pressure. And of course, when you find yourself in an endgame, the nerves, the adrenaline just keeps rushing through. And if you know competitive playstyle, it's just, you're thinking about the prize pool rather than enjoying the moment now and focusing on the gameplay. So let's see what it means for Trix and them in game number 3, endgame. If they find themselves in a fighting position, or are they going to be taken out very early. Ross, Jay, Benny, and as well as his team find themselves deep in zone. And just camping, just waiting for the perfect opportunity to sneak out of there. We also got Yanu. Let's see what Yanu's up to. Oh, this quality is Minecraft quality. We can't watch that.
I will play.
Going to respect Birdie and Jacob. Also deep in zone. I think they might have had a tough off-spawn situation. With Respect and Jacob, no blue shields, nothing in their back pockets. Definitely a revive coming out from Birdie right over there. So that was a huge clutch that they needed. No white shields in the back pocket. These players are going to go down yet again. Birdie's going to need to get a revive. And then they... Oh, just in time for Smoke Mist. Perfect play. That's exactly what they needed. We'll go jump on Epsom to see how things are cooking. But before we do that, we can actually see Luca. Let me refresh this to see if he's still live. Is he sitting in the lobby? Oof, another game 3 flop coming out from Luca, Ginger, and as well as Visions as they find themselves eliminated very early yet again. On the other side of things, Skrillex, Vanderpill, and Epsom, they are sitting quite well. 72 players, couple players are rebooted. Third game looking strong, guys. I think we might have a good end game coming in. We're still at 72 players, 37 seconds until the zone closes. Oh, they need to be careful here. A couple shots from third party, and there's players above them on natural height. So they need to be careful on where they position themselves right there. Spur, Hugo, and Luke Sere didn't find themselves in game number 2. So there's a lot of work that this team is going to need going into this game number 3 right over here. Good prime location for Spur, Hugo, and Luke to sort of pick up surge tags, especially if that pressure does come up here for endgame. Good gameplay as we are seeing 66 warning of surge, but I mean when you're sitting at 1400, do you still need to look for tags? In my opinion, I don't think so. Zen and them were taken out early. No, they weren't. Who was taken out early? Oh, actually a good clutch coming out from Cuppy. That 3v2 situation that we did see where Carl's Abdibasid managed to pick up 2 eliminations. They still fought, got that reboot cards, and now they find themselves in an endgame position. Clutch of note. That's exactly how you fight in a 10,000 rand tournament. You don't give up easily, and they find themselves now rotating edge zone, managing to just barely make it in. Surge is going to get active with 66 players on the board, and that is fantastic, guys, where we are in a 10,000 rand tournament. The stake is still being present over here. We see them come in, and now we'll wait and see what that endgame is going to be looking like. Rotate here for Cozy and teammates. Good dead zone rotate also that they find themselves in, but there's not much utilities here, guys, in the back pocket for them for endgame. No big pots, barely any ammo on the shotgun, barely any materials to use. Who is going to be the IGL? I think Cozy leading right now could potentially be the IGL. Reboot also coming in endgame, and that's Clouds, man. A huge clutch from Abdibasid to bring Clouds, but immediately gets knocked, as we can see that in that kill feed from 114 meters away. He's going to get focused. So to keep that second place position, I don't think it's going to be happening this time around. But it all depends how a duo is going to be playing in that endgame perspective. And let's go jump on Cloud's gameplay and see how things are going to look like for them. I don't see the POV right now. Oh, there we go. Also, Cloud still manages to get revived after being knocked over there. So, full trio rotate. Not much that he could rotate with. There's no loot. Just a bat at hand. Abdibasid and them find some retail space over here, but taking this trio out early is going to mean huge swift in the leaderboards. But they find themselves successfully in zone. Another max rotate coming in for this trio. Heaven knows how they're going to do it. And it looks like a full W key coming in for them. Carl's Winters and Abdi Basid were looking to pick up some refreshes over there. But there were no players. There's a couple loot now that he could use. Shotgun, AR, everything. He's got everything that he needs. Guys, don't forget to like the stream and as well as leave a subscribe to the Punishers organization. It is their 5th anniversary, celebrating it with you guys with a 10,000 Rand trio tournament. It's not every day we get such huge prize pools like this, but the Punishers is definitely doing one for the community right over here. Rotate from Carl's Winters. And they are picking up some elimination. Good beam and good track coming out from them. And that's going to be Hugo who's going to get taken out. Dampening the trio, Cozy and teammate. Also now materials are starting to look a lot more better here for Carl's. As we did see him get rebooted. Massive also tracking that we did see from Carl's to pick up that elimination. 112 HP. Good enough time to heal up on those minis. But no comms on HP is being called out. And finally looks like he's doing exactly that. But full W key is the mindset for this trio right over here. Let's go jump in with Wei to see how things are looking like for them. We haven't seen a Wei, Savage and Naruto gameplay, but I think now we can. 2,400 damage above. They sit on heights, putting pressure down below. Honestly, when it comes down to fragging, Wei is one of those players that you can rely on. And they're sitting on 7 eliminations, guys. This could be the comeback game that they need, where they find themselves on height. Stay on board with this trio. Just a couple more. Massive damage. The zone could potentially help on getting a knock over there. And that's Desi who goes down. Gets the elimination. 8 kills and counting, because we're still so early in that endgame rotate. 37 players remain. So much opportunity to get double digit elimination. Jeez, I struggled with that one over there. Rotate coming in, massive chug splash and bat rotate, and on height they find themselves once more. Good retail space as well, bird's eye view over every single player rotating. Them playing it passive, although on height. We'll go jump on board with Neymar to see how things are looking for them. And they find themselves on low ground. Max rotate incline. Decent materials on Neymar. Need to be careful. Jamie takes massive damage now, needs to heal. Double strike gets placed. Chug splash as well. Or chug jug as well. Rotate coming in. Bat rotate, max rotate. Let's see what this team can do. Only 2 eliminations on board over here. We are used to a stronger Neymar trio team where eliminations is what matters for them. But this time around, and as well as last week, we didn't see that on the leaderboard. But this game could easily change with 27 other players still in and around the vicinity. The elimination counts can easily pick up for them right now. They're in zone. They find some retail space for them. zone pools in favor for them, so they get to rotate and siphon up previous builds. That's going to save up a lot over here. Damage from above. Luke's finds himself with 110. Needs to get out of that situation. And he can't. He barely can't. Jamie goes down. Now it's left with Neymar. Neymar finds himself in a pickle. And he also gets eliminated. Sent back to the lobby. At a difficult moment where we thought this was a turning point in the tournament. The team gets absolutely disintegrated and sent back to reconsider what they can do for game number 4 and game number 5. 9 elimination count here for Wei, Specs, and Naruto. I think Savage, no? Not Specs. Oh, Specs, my bad. I thought it was Savage. So Wei, Specs, and Naruto rotate here. 19 players remaining. A good opportunity for Victory Royale as they continue to control this height, which is fantastic, which is what we want to see coming out from this trio. Bat rotate, good control, 10 eliminations. Still decent amount of materials left. 6 big pots. Some maybe white heals would be needed if it does go down to a hero, but with the amount of pressure that we are seeing coming out from Wei, the spray and spray is working where they've managed to deal some damage on low ground, and they continue to close in the gaps on height over here, and that's going to be good for them overall. Players deep in zone, and he's just relying straight on elimination. Goes down below to pick up materials and also an elimination, but no! The pump doesn't come in. Wei goes down. It's now left with Specs and Naruto as a duo to come in with a clutch play. I thought Wei had it locked in, but that pump just didn't want to shoot, and it was very risky from him. Naruto on the other side of things, no builds and a dream. Let's see how he's able to frag over here. Specs left alone on height. He's gonna need to play mobility right over here, and the bat is doing really good for him. Oh. Leaves the Chug Jug in the hands of Specs. He's ready for a home run. Goes in, batting. Can he get some elimination? He can. He picks it up. He's going to get the siphon from that as well. It's a 2v2 situation. Trying to locate the remaining players, and he can't do it in time. But it's Bubble. He finds himself, but it doesn't work for him. Now 1v2 and heal off. Let's see what comes into play for Specs. Does he have the heals in order to survive? Moments of truth. 1v1 situation. Now out of heals and a victory royale for Specs, Naruto, and Wei. Beautiful gameplay that was just displayed over there. The home run, of course. The bat plays coming out from the Naruto was fantastic. GG's. But guys, we're going to be taking a little bit of a short break as we set up the second last game of the afternoon. It is a 10,000 Rand Grand Finals brought to you by Punisher, celebrating their 5th anniversary in the esports industry. Guys, don't go anywhere. You'll blink and you'll miss it. And I'll see you guys in just a bit.
I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Drift, drift. I wonder if drift. Many diamonds single it. For the money we strangle it. Hate me, fry me, make me, try me. All of the above, cause you can get it. You take me in a parking lot. Sipping it up in the spot. Fats with the wings and shiny things. And lions, tigers, bears, oh my.
I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me and you mean it, then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me and you mean it, then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Many diamonds single it. For the money we strangle it. Hate me, fry me, make me, try me. All of the above, cause you can get it. You take me in a parking lot. Sipping it up in the spot. Fats with the wings and shiny things. And lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Many diamonds single it. For the money we strangle it. Hate me, fry me, make me, try me. All of the above, cause you can get it. You take me in a parking lot. Sipping it up in the spot. Fats with the wings and shiny things. And lions, tigers, bears, oh my.
I'm tired of being where you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. You don't know what you're expecting of me. But under the pressure of walking in your shoes, caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. And every step that I take is another mistake to you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming there. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smarter than me? You're holding too tightly, afraid to lose control. 'Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling apart right in front of you. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. And every second I waste is more than I can take. And I know I may end up failing too. But I know you were just like me, with someone disappointed in you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming there. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to be. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to be.
This was never the way I planned, not my intention. I got so brave, drink in hand, lost my discretion. It's not what I'm used to. Just wanna try you on. I'm curious for you. You got my attention. I kissed the girl I did. The taste of her rejected. I kissed the girl I did. The taste of her cherry rejected. I kissed the girl just to try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It felt so wrong, it felt so right. Me and love tonight. I kissed the girl I did. Yeah, I did. No, I don't even know your name. It doesn't matter. You're my experimental game. Just human nature is not what good girls do. Not how you should behave. My head gets so confused. Hard to obey. I kissed the girl I did. The taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed the girl I did. The taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed the girl just to try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It felt so wrong, it felt so right. Me and love tonight. I kissed the girl I did. Yeah, I did.
Massive clutches coming out from a duo victory royale. If it wasn't for the Naruto home run bad play that we got to witness in that situation, a victory wouldn't have been awarded to the likes of Wei, Specs, and Naruto. But guys, enough yapping. Let's look at that leaderboard right over there. We got Kelds, Abdi Basid, and Winters now in first with 214 points. It was a good consistency of a second and 11 eliminations. Wei, Specs, and Naruto jumped the leaderboard up until second place with a fantastic 14 and a victory royale. Creed, Picasso, and Blind somewhat consistent, and I do apologize. Creed HD, Picasso, and Blind somewhat consistent. They are in a third with 168. Travis 7 and Toasty fourth with 166. Reepsy, Temberat, and Ghost with a 22 place, and now sitting in fifth. They've fallen off quite tremendously there, but one good game coming out from Reepsy, Temberat, and Ghost will see them in a victorious position. Vagrant, Aviva, and Havocs are in sixth over there. Jamie, Lukes, and Neymar are seventh, tied with Toxic, Savage, and Pekka. In ninth, it's going to be Toby, Sway, and Motion. 10th is Trapper, Tate, and Morg Loves Melons. So that's the leaderboard. This is what their players are fighting for, guys. 10,000 Rand prize pool, 5,000 Rand to first, 3,000 Rand to second, and third being 2,000 Rand. So there's a lot of money at stake over here. And of course, the competition is far from even being over. So we'll get to see what that's going to be looking like now in game number 4. So jumping into game number 4, let's get straight into it. Ooh, knock already coming in for Spurs team. Luke Zere at Shiny Shafts looking ever more pressured, having to rotate and find himself in a better position, get that reboot card, and they should be chilling. we started game because Unite said everyone went in successfully. So we started game. We said starting in 2 minutes. I swear your message came in after the game started. If you alerted me earlier, I would have been able to register you, or like send you the get Unite to send you the code again. So yeah. Anyways, game has started. Game number 4, guys. Zen, Cozy, Kapi has been eliminated over here, but a reboot card has been collected already, and they're gonna be going in for the reboot. Morgs and them are chilling as well. Good damage coming out from Tate. We stay on board because there is going to be a full team key coming in right now. We all seen a 3v3 fight between Tate, Morg, and Trapper, and a peanut butter edit predictable. Doesn't take full advantage, however, 108 damage, and now they meet in, and it's just so unfortunate that these two players go down. It is a full team wipe within seconds. Couldn't even react. Going over to Ayano, and it does look like very, very bad gameplay in an off-spawn situation. The entire team, except for one, still remains alive. Carl's Winters up by seed here at Brutal Boxcars. Find himself deep in zone. Things are looking pretty much chilling for them. 50 players on board, guys. We are having an active game number 4. And of course, only 83 players going into game number 4. So to see 50 still happy with this performance coming out from the Punisher's 5th birthday trio cup. A big one for you guys. 10,000 rand on the board over here. Creed and them still performing. And then we can see that in the kill feed with Blind getting an elimination right over there. That's exactly what the team needs to continue tallying up the points. On the other side of things, Carl's Winters and Abdi Basid are sitting comfortably on a rotate all around. And again, more eliminations, guys, for Blind in the kill feed right over there. So they are actively engaging in the kill feed. And that's very good for Creed and them, because they currently sit on that leaderboard at 3rd place. And they continue tallying up eliminations. We will see this team pushing even higher up on the ladder right now. So that's what we need from that team. Pekka and them need to bring in a lot more focus on their gameplay, because there's still 2 more games where if you get a game like Way, where you get 14 kills and a win, you surely do good. But Pekka finds himself as a solo, very uncomfortable position. We'll leave that POV, jump on board with Acedo, Yanni, and Shay FE. Cedar and them at the Solitude, things are looking pretty much good for them. Let's go over to Jaden and them to see how things are looking like. It does look like they're not fighting in the tournament. Oh, duo over here, and also another 1v2 clutch realistics that we've seen. So we'll go back to Ayanu. A lot of players have been eliminated from the lobby already. Ayanu, Spicy, and Punts in zone. Let's go over to Tate, Morg, and Trapper. And also eliminated. Guys, oh, oof, I'm getting scared, man. Almost half the lobby has found themselves out and dusted. Oh my, Replay's also out. Go to Birdie. Birdie's also out. Epsom. Okay, Epsom's still alive, so that's good. Jeez, I was getting quite worried over there. A lot of these players have found themselves already out of the tournament. Nason, did it load in? First place position team, Winters and them struggling with zone. Rotates, they've been playing a lot passive here. Pans gets lost in the storm, so this team, Carls, Winters and Abdi Basid are going to be healing. Perfect opportunity for a 3-2-1. Push play, works to advantage. But they're in an awkward position. If they're taking any fights right now, a lot of focus can come in from players on height or whatever the case may be. And you can see there's a little bit of focus, but the alley, playing the alley to their advantage. Abdi Basid hugging the wall. Natural coverage right over here. Beautiful decision coming out from Abdi Basid, Winters, and Cowls right over there. Good rotate. I think that was perfectly played. I was quite concerned with the position that they found themselves in. We also got Peck and them rotating endgame. Let's go back to Epsom, see how things are looking like for this trio. Deep in zone, lots of focus. Smoke Mist gets placed down. Skrillex needing to heal up. Thunder Peel down, Skrillex down, Epson left alone as a solo. He's gonna try rotate elsewhere, but the retail space for this trio is looking ever so tough, and a full team wipe comes into play, and it gets sent back to lobby. Rex and his team, let's see how things are looking like. They're alive. They're finding themselves in some retail position of the safe zone. Decent materials could look a lot more better, but this is prime location for them. Got natural coverage behind them, and they are almost center of that 50-50 zone. Winters goes down, so there's a couple damages coming in for the first team players right over here. I'm gonna go jump on board with Cowls to see exactly what that is looking like. Winters goes down. Cowls is literally 30 HP. Healing deep in zone. Abdi Basid is taking a bit of pressure down below. One more medkit at hand. The zone is also shrinking, so there's going to be a tough position to get into the safe zone. Rotate here. Oh, down to 53 HP. Manages to make it in, and I spoke too soon. He gets taken down. And they're going to come in and clean this one up. A refresh of notes. Abdi Basid left as a solo now. And that is going to mean a lot, as he is currently server focused. They're trying to get this last player in and out. But the question is, will they? They can't. They get placed at 13, but he does get a knock over here. And these players are now going to get server focused. And you can see that knock coming in as well. So GG's. So much chaos and havoc has been created for the team in first place. Now that leaderboard is going to change ever more slightly. And we're going to go into a deciding last game to determine what that top 3 leaderboard is going to be looking like. But this is exactly what we wanted, guys. A story that is not finalized, but is written in the now. Blind, Picasso, Creed, currently third, have high hopes of now claiming a better position on that ladder. Question is, how are they going to perform an overall going into this tournament right now? Endgame rotate backs. Gold Splash gives him a good jump ahead. Lots of zone rotates, and I look at Riot's coming, who rigged up the zones. honestly, these zones have been quite questionable here. Blind taking a breather to heal up. Still a couple players on this rotate as well. And a bit of action. Blind now needing to heal even more, down to 74 HP. We're just going to decrease the audio a little bit. Woo! Picasso takes 50 damage. Creed on the other side rotating. Blind looking comfortable. And it's a zone that goes up. So I think, you know, finding yourself in a higher position is going to be good. And it does look like Blind wants more action. So much loot over here. Perfect timing to jump into this position. Zone is even going to be going more. Right now is the time to rotate. Because depending on how much more players are in and around them on the same level, it's going to be quite difficult to find yourself in that endgame rotate. Here they go. Creed, Picasso, Blind. Next rotate. They rotate with edge zone, tanking a little bit of it in the zone rotate. Okay, perfect. They managed, guys. They get out of that tough position. I thought it would have been a lot more harder, but you can see Picasso goes down. The storm doesn't work out in favor for him. Now, Creed, Blind work this has a duo, and I hope that we still have TTS in this one, in this situation for an endgame clutch. Let's see what that's going to be looking like. It is going to be an endgame clutch play coming out for them. Travis, Toasty, as well as Seven now find themselves in an endgame position. 3 eliminations. So much materials on Travis' body as well. And they can continue with the refresh with 20 other players in and around. 200 HP for the entire trio as they rotate this last final moments for the 4th game on hand right here. And a lot of people are favoring this trio to sort of come in this 5th birthday cup with a back-to-back champion titles, as they currently hold last week, winning that one by miles, millions of points. The consistency, the decision-making was superb. It was perfect. But they bring in that decision-making into game number 4 as they find themselves alive with 3 eliminations. 20 players still remain, and that number going down like hotcakes on a Sunday morning. We see what happens right now as Travis leads his team with only 24 builds, and it's only light materials remaining. A drop from these fraggers is going to be needed in terms of a mat refresh coming in. Those splash placed. Sitting back, hoping for some elimination. They pick up a perfect opportunity to pick up materials. Drop it down for the IGL over here. Looks like bat rotate just to get ahead of zone, and it is going to work in favor for him. Very lucky on that rotate, but some couple damages placed over here. Toasty gets himself in a pickle, but he manages to pick up a knock and elimination. 7 as well, quite low. Travis also low. 7 gets eliminated, sent back to the lobby. It's down to a duo clutch play, and it does look like it's coming in for these players as a couple chug splashes gets placed. Chug jugs also getting used. Travis needs to be careful on his kneecapper. The bat is also quite damaged. He can't rely on that any more longer if he wants to continue rotating with it. But Toasty on the side of things maybe needs to drop a chug jug here because only 30 HP for Travis. He finds himself now lurking in, trying to grab them feet, but he can't pick up the damage and he cannot stand in zone any longer. 8 builds left and a dream here for a solo clutch play. 4 eliminations. Or 4 players remaining, 7 eliminations on board. Finds himself tanking too much in zone. He gets taken out by the zone over there at a 3rd place position. Let's see exactly who's still in first. We do got Hugo and Spur on high, and they look like they're comfortably winning this. On low, it is going to be Creed and Blind who managed to clutch a 2nd place position. A 1v2 looks like it's coming in, but it doesn't indeed. That is game number 4. Guys, that was hype. That was what I needed. I needed to see some clutch plays. I needed to see some legendary decision-making coming in, and I think Travis played that very well. It was a bit of a miscommunication, especially chemistry, on that bat rotate where Travis went ahead alone. We did see 7 and Toasty take massive damage. 7 was the first to get taken out. no utilities in the back pocket for Travis, and I was hoping Toasty could potentially share that chug jug. But just as I said that, we saw Toasty get eliminated, and it was Travis. And unfortunately, with the zone rotate having to be in that water, slowed him down a lot in that position. He got taken out. But that's the type of hype we needed going into game number 4. Because now with Cowl's Aptipasid and Winters eliminated very early, the gap between all these players, guys, is so slim. And I'm looking forward to seeing what game number 5 is going to bring, guys. The last chapter of the Punisher's 5th birthday trio cup is now. So let's take a little bit of a break and we set up that game, and as well as bring you guys the updated leaderboard for game number 5 as we jump into that one. Whew. You blink, you miss it, guys. Don't go anywhere. See you now.
I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Drift, drift. Bears home. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. 103 now. Even if I'm single, when the money was struggling.
Tired of being where you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. You don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow, and every step that I take is another mistake to you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you.
This was never the way I planned, not my intention. I got so brave, drink in hand, lost to my discretion. It's not what I'm used to. Just wanna try you on. I'm curious for you. You got my attention. I kiss the girl I did. The taste of her rejected. I kiss the girl I did. The taste of her rejected. I kiss the girl just to try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It feels so wrong. It feels so right. Me and love tonight. I kiss the girl I did. Yeah, I did. No, I don't even know your name. It doesn't matter. You're my experimental game. Just human nature is not what good girls do. Not how they should behave. My head gets so confused. Hard to obey. I kissed the girl I did. The taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed the girl I did. The taste of her cherry chapstick. I kissed the girl just to try it. I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It felt so wrong. It felt so right. Me and love tonight. I kissed the girl I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. You change your mind like a girl changes clothes. Yeah, you be a mess like a bitch. I would know. And you overthink, always speak cryptically. I should know that you're not good for me. 'Cause you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white, we fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. 'Cause you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white, we fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. You don't really wanna stay, no, but you don't really wanna go. Oh, you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down. We used to be just like twins, so in sync, the same energy.
Beautiful music, beautiful vibes, guys. It is that a final game of the Punisher's fifth birthday cup. Let's look at this leaderboard. Let's talk about it. Right, Cowls, Abdi Basir, and Winter still remain in that first place position, but what was like a 30-point gap has only turned into 3. Creed, Picasso, and Blind are now in second place with 240. TTS, which is a Travis Toasty, and 7 are in 228. Reepsy, Tembrat, and Ghost with a 207. But this is it, the final game of the 10K tournament. It's been close all day, and now it comes down to this one lobby. Every elimination will count, guys. Every placement matters. One mistake could cost you everything. One clutch could win it all. The leaderboard's tight, just a few points between the top players. Someone's about to make history in the 5th birthday trio cup. Let's see exactly who that is going to be, guys, on how these players are going to be playing in the final game. But with the Kenyans coming in, you know, it's going to be lots of social media on that. Creed HD, Picasso, Blind, they've been playing fantastic as well. They deserve something over here. Winning a 10,000 Rand cup is going to be massive. For TTS, for Travis, Seven, and Toasty, winning a back-to-back 10K tournament is going to be massive. It's going to be a talk of the show for, the next 3 months, because how the consistency between two tournaments come into play is questionable. Reepsy, Tembarat, and Ghost. Reepsy winning this one also on a Punisher's 5th anniversary. That is going to be title headers right over there as well. They need this. They want this. So let's see exactly what game number 5 is going to be. But 40-point gap is what Reepsy needs. 20-point gap is what Travis needs. A 3-point gap is what Creed needs. Who is going to take that victorious spot? Who's going to come out on top? Let's see exactly what that's going to be looking like. Game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. It's now finally ready for you guys to see exactly what the gameplay is. Remember, these guys are competing for a share of 10,000 Rand. Massive. 5,000 for first, 3,000 Rand for second, and 2,000 Rand for third. Let's go to gameplay. We're already seeing some action displayed here from a corpse managing to get a knock on a player at the same POI. We'll be back just getting some water, but the action is not going to stop. Make sure that you guys are tuned in as we'll stay on board for these final moments. Guys, take note. 60 players remain. Only 3 players have been eliminated. Oh, no. That was 72. So only 12 players have been eliminated. Oh, corpse claiming train? Come on, what's wrong with the corpse claiming train? Perfect third party opportunity here for Respect, Birdie, and Yaku. $58 players on the board. Only got a bloodbath opportunity, but it doesn't look like Birdie and them want it. They're gonna disengage from the battle arena. Yaku managing to get a knock shotgun. Trying to track the last remaining player, but it doesn't look like they can. The signal has been called. Respect trying to get this elimination over here. Here comes a knock. Beautiful. Pick up that elimination as well. Going over to Fact City to see how things are cooking for them.
Oh.
And it does look like they find themselves on height.
No, do this. Nah, yeah, you can. That was shooting.
Cool dance.
Get a load of this guy.
Okay, I don't think we want to stay here. Too much dancing going on for me. Good clutch from a corpse 1v2 situation, managing to get one. Massive damage onto him, however, Chuck's flashes are able to get him there. Of course, sole survivor for this team. Has all the heals in the world, thanks to his teammates dying, of course. Player looking to disengage now. But a corpse saying no. Takes a bit of fall damage, takes damage from distance as well. How does he win this is the big question. On time or on banners? Good damage from a corpse. I think this is just about to be wrapped. Tracking down. Needs to be careful, that shotgun's not reloaded, and it is, and he manages to get the elimination. GG's. It's got all the good loot that one would need to go through to an endgame. He can also reboot his players, and things will be doing good for him. Birdie goes out, respected. Yaku now a solo, a duo. Let's go to Zen and as well as Cozy to see how things are looking like for them. Can't wait for this endgame. See who comes out on top, what the points are going to be looking like on that leaderboard. "47 players remaining. 13 players have dropped since the last time we looked at it. Let's go to Morgan, Tate, and Trapper. Their team is also fully alive. Just a couple more minutes and we're gonna start seeing a massive endgame at hand. And I can't wait to see TTS. I can't wait to see Cals, Creed, Blind, who is gonna be the winners of the Punisher's 5th birthday cup. It comes down to 4 teams. A big game is needed for Reapsy, of course, ladies and gentlemen. A big game is needed there. But other than that, Carls and them, they just need to try stay consistent. Blind as well too, only 3 points behind first. 46 players remain. I'm getting a couple revives coming in, or reboots should I say. Max Loot, Crime City. Making sure the surroundings are covered. There's players here. Need to be careful. Tate and them chilling. We're in that 50-50 zone. 37 players remain. Does look like Travis still alive. A corpse. How is a corpse doing? He did have a solo player, but now they're also fully eliminated. And we're going over to Fact City.
Yes, sir.
They and them. Their X zone is decreasing as well.
Yes, sir.
I have no comments on what I've just witnessed. But cheats, they...
Chill, guys, yo.
Massive solo rotate needed here as a solo. No ways he survives. He's gonna get server focus going into zone. And he also has zone on him. Down to 12 HP. Gets one. Oh, his back is not covered. Zen Cuppy Cozy still alive. Max rotate needed over here. And what was that rotate? I need to watch that one back. What happened over there? He was just running into the wall and he just gets pushed. 24 players. Man, we've dropped players like flies over here. Let's go over to Carl's first player. First team placement right over here. And it looks like they're doing well. 4 eliminations. They got all the chugs that they need. Good opportunity to beam over here. Doesn't get any confirmations whatsoever. Good rotate. Chug, splash, gold splash, as well as bat. Guys, I think has to be the most beautiful combo in terms of rotating this in like a couple seasons. 23 players still remain. So much placement points to be made over here. Another rotate up, and prime positioning for a way to end the tournament, and that's going to be on height. Carl's, Winters, and Seed take the opportunity. They pick up eliminations as well. And this is over, ladies and gentlemen. When you find yourself on height, you can control it. And you can get as well as eliminations. This has to be it. The Kenyan story finally written in a 5th birthday Punishers Cup right now. It is their time to get their first ever win. Has a full Kenyan trio coming into this tournament. Another elimination, now sitting on 7. Drops straight into players box, but doesn't get an elimination right over there. It is done. It is dusted. The chapter has finished, ladies and gentlemen, where there's 10 players remaining on the board over here. Carl's, Winters, and Seed. They take this one with a great way. Getting that prime location very early, and that is height. Of course, it's almost guaranteed victory royale. And they're just praying and spraying right now. However, somehow, Seed gets knocked. This is the time for pressure to come in. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Seed back to good HP. 8 players remain. 9 eliminations on board. 10 with respect getting eliminated in Storm. Heal-off is ready. They got Legacy, Chug Jug. Carl's drops down below, looking to pick up even more eliminations, but a massive damage down to 33 HP. Looks like Winters is coming in to also try help and support a frag down below, but he gets eliminated. Carl's down to 73 HP. Seed picks up another kill right over there, sitting on 11 right now. Perfect opportunity kill here for Counts. Good tracks. He picks it up. 11 kills, but it gets pumped from above, and it is now down to Abdibasid with the legacy Chug Jug to go into a heal off, but he finds himself in a one-on-one situation trying to take a fight. He is tanking quite a bit in Storm, so he's now choosing to heal, and he's going to retreat from a fighting position to go deep in zone. Maybe too early, but he's also got some gold splashes to assist over there. Doesn't get the victory royale, but he does enough in order to pick up eliminations and get a second place position. We'll see what that leaderboard looks like. Please give us about 1 to 2 minutes to set this up right over here. But we can already see, I think it might have been TTS in second place. Don't know if it's going to be enough for them. But we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, with the final leaderboard.
I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. If you see me, then you mean it. Then you know you have to go. Fast and furious. Fast and furious. Drift, drift.
Tired of being where you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. You don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Undertow, just caught in the undertow, and every step that I take is another mistake to you.
Nobody knows rose. I'm a pull of fixing all these niggas like aerobics. I'ma tell you, girl, you cute, but ballin', that's just gorgeous. Standing on the table, roses, roses with the wettest. You know who the turn up, baby, turn up when I turn it on. You know I get to it when I turn it on. Getting on the hit when I turn it on. So that's what I was about, don't stop into it all. So when you want this,
Okay, boys, the leaderboard has been set. The story has been written. It is Kenya's first ever victory as they step in at first place position. Carl's Abdi Basid and Winters 321 points with 50 eliminations across the board. Huge consistency in placements and a massive loss a game over there. Travis 7 and Toasty come in second place with a victory and 9 eliminations. Creed, Picasso, and Best Aimer Blind are in third with a 5th and 1 kill elimination. Reepsy, Temperat, and Ghost come in fourth with 251. Jamie, Lukes, and Neymar with the 5th place position. And that is your top 5 for the 5th Punisher's Birthday Cup. Massive, massive GGs across the board, guys. And a huge thank you to the sponsor, of course, the Punisher's organization in making this happen. It was a 3 qualifier to reach this grand finals of 10,000 Rand, where the players will be taking home 5,000 Rand for first, 3,000 Rand for second, and 2,000 Rand for third. We will be contacting you guys for your bank details, so make sure to keep your Discord DMs open, and we will be processing those payments at the end of the month. But a huge thank you to everyone that did come through, and a massive, massive GGs to the Fortnite Zedek community for yet again another 10,000 Rand under the belt. Guys, peace out. Thank you so much for enjoying the stream, and I hope I see you guys in the next one.
I wonder if you know how to live in Tokyo.